Wow! Just wow! This indicator has blown my mind. It has given me some epic results this last week. The NRTR, it is awesome. Let me tell you a bit about it, and then I'll show you how I trade it. See these red and blue lines? They are support and resistance lines, meaning price will so often come here and slow down. Then it either bounces back, which means the support held strong, or it breaks out, meaning support broke. The good thing is that once price enters this shadow area, we can either wait for a bounce bar or a breakout bar. It very rarely happens when price starts bouncing back, but then suddenly breaks out. But it does happen. Once I had made 3 trades for 3 different CHF pairs for sell, because I got signals showing a bounce back, but they all gave me a loss, every single one, because of some news event at that time. Made me realize to never put all my eggs in one basket. I now never do multiple trades going for or against any particular pair, especially one very close to a big news event. In any case, as long as I keep my stop loss here and take profit at least 2 or 3 times that, then I make so much more than I lose. Every strategy will lose you some money. Don't trust those 95% or 98% win rate strategies. Those are mostly repainting indicators. Too good to be true. You'll be lucky to get like 70% out of a really good indicator, if you trade carefully. The trick is to minimize the losses and maximize the wins. And this strategy lets me do that. But I cannot keep an eye on all pairs constantly, which is why I got this screener. I'm renting it for now, but I'm confident I'll purchase it soon, because it has been so good for me. All these numbers were really overwhelming at first, but once I used it for a while, I realized how easy and intuitive it was. The first one is blue to red or red to blue. Support or resistance switch, meaning price broke out of that previous support. Next one, this is how long the line stayed straight for. It's not very useful for me per se, but it's still good to know, because if a line has stayed steady for a while, the bounce back will be stronger, I guess. This is when price entered this shadow area. I don't really put any alerts for that one, but it just gives me an idea of how long price has stayed in the shadow. Longer the price range is near it, the more powerful that SR line is, I suppose. In any case, the most useful is this last one, which I always highlight and have an alert for, when the price has bounced back. I can trade breakouts with this and maybe scalp a bit, but I really prefer trading the reversals, because of how much I can keep the take-profit ratios. But I don't trade all signals. If take profit isn't going to be at least more than 2 to 3 times my stop loss, I will not trade that particular signal. Like when the lines are too close, and it's kind of a slow market. Also, I always use buy-or-sell limit orders at the shadow line, and have an expiry of maybe 2 to 3 bars. I don't get too greedy even if a signal seems good, because if price has already gone too far, then I won't get that SLTP ratio I need. In some pairs, like a few CHF pairs, I have found that they make more breakouts than bounce backs. So I keep ATR multiplier to a bit higher, like 6 or 6.5, 5. Default multiplier is 5, which sometimes feels too tight for some pairs. And they break out of it a bit, but still reverse right after. I'm still fine-tuning all my settings for different pairs, but I stay weary of certain pairs which have given me some losses. Yes, it was because of a news event, but still. Before making a trade, I look back just a bit to see if that pair is bouncing off or not. I like how I can set baskets of different pairs by having my own custom sets, and so I can keep CHF pairs at a higher multiplier than the rest. One thing that bugged me is the background chart moves when I move a window. But the author has said that's because of some MT4 issue with objects. And the newest screener window is on top and all others go behind it or something. But it's not that much of an issue. So far it has done me wonders and improved my trading by 10-fold. I have put links of the free NRTR indicator I use, but the screener is paid, I'm afraid. So I cannot give you guys the EX4 for that. I've put the link for it just in case you need to try it. So, what do you guys think? Have you ever used NRTR before? Do you combine it with something for better signals? I usually just check the currency strengths to get better signals. Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have some other cool strategies for me to try out, let me know. I'm always looking for more awesome stuff. Till then, may the trade force be with you.